Hi everyone, this is Kevin Vollrath, CMEP's Manager of Middle East Partnerships. You may or may not have heard about escalating tensions and violence in the West Bank over the past week, so we wanted to give you just a little bit of background of what's going on. On October 8th, 4 Israeli soldiers were shot at a checkpoint, killing 1 and injuring 3. Uday Tamimi from Shuafat refugee camp in the occupied East Jerusalem was and continues to be the leading suspect. Soon after this shooting, Israeli Defense Forces raided Shuafat refugee camp and closed its checkpoint leading into Jerusalem, effectively creating a siege against it and its roughly 100,000 residents. This has interrupted medical treatment, school attendance, and many facets of daily life for its residents, not to mention the tear gas and other violence that's coming from Israeli Defense Forces. Clashes have erupted in multiple neighborhoods in Jerusalem over the past week, and about 72 people from Jerusalem alone have been arrested in search of Uday, including some of his family members and many in Shuafat. Other cities have seen escalated arrests in the past week as well. Settler violence and Palestinian attacks on IDF and settlers have taken place throughout the West Bank, particularly in the north, some of which the Nablus Lion's Den has claimed responsibility for. On Wednesday last week, IDF closed the major roads in and out of Nablus, and increased barriers and IDF presence remain in force with no sign of lifting. On Tuesday morning, Palestinians throughout the West Bank marched in protest of the Israeli decision to deny entry permits for family of Lion's Den activists' family members. Palestinians have held multiple strikes and protests in other cities against the occupation and its recent violence, in solidarity with the Lion's Den, as well as protesting IDF and other settler killing of Palestinians, as well as increased Jewish worship at the Al-Aqsa Mosque compound related to the Yom Kippur and Sukkot holidays. CMEP calls for an end to the cycle of violence which appears to be escalating quickly, as well as the preservation of the right to freedom of movement and the status quo governing holy sites. Please join us in praying for peace and working for justice.